All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday. This is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing and we are glad in it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon here in the Buckhead community of Atlanta, the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. If you're coming on, joining me live, please do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and you know what the deal is. Tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know your boy, Prophet Ramon, my squad, and the Ramon Preston Show. We are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Today is Thursday, January the 5th. We're 5 days into the new 2023 year. And my hope and expectation is that your year within these first 5 days, it has been amazing. If for some reason your year hasn't been amazing, we're going to see if we can change that thing up a little bit today. So please hit the like button, hit the share button, tag somebody. You might need to text some family members and friends, anybody that you know that you have in your life that may be having some financial issues. They might be struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. They might be an entrepreneur, a business owner, a minister, and they do not have their systems and processes and their structure set up correctly. I want you to call them and let them know they need to join me today on the Ramon Preston Show. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be talking to you about 7 reasons why saving matters. 7 reasons why saving matters. But before we do, here's what I need you to do. Put in the comments what city you're watching your boy from, who you represent. Let me know who you're representing today. Put in the city in the comments and let me know who you're representing, what city you're watching me from today. Okay? So again, I want to say thank you to all of you that signed up for our 90-day $1,000 challenge. I'm excited about all of you and the results that you're going to see in your life because you are implementing new financial strategies. If you are already a client in our coaching program or you are a student in our Millionaire Blueprint program, I want to say thank you for trusting me and my team to help you. And make sure that when you are on social media, I want you to use the hashtag Millionaire Blueprint. This is very important for you to do because we're not just providing a product or a service, okay? We're not just sharing with people information that we know can help them, but we're creating a movement. I think it's a movement. So I want you to use the Millionaire Blueprint hashtag. Anytime you post something that I share, anytime you learn something that I share, I want you to post it on your social media page, but I want you to use the hashtag Millionaire Blueprint. Just in case you don't know, one of the goals that we have here at Ramon Preston Enterprises for 2023 is to get 10,000 people on our Millionaire Blueprint program. I want to put this business and financial wealth building system in the hands of at least 10,000 people. And guess what? If one of you are on it and you share that with someone else, that changes everything for what our goal is and for what your results are going to be. So with that being said, I want to say welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. I am your host, Ramon Preston. Every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, I show up here on this show. My squad shows up with me, and we dedicate at least a 30-minute to an hour window, give or take, Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon, to give you information, to give you the game, to show you how you can properly start, properly structure, and properly scale any business, any income stream that you have. Maybe you have both. But whatever the case is, this is why I show up on this show. I dedicate this show like I have. This is the 3rd year that we have hosted this show every Monday through Friday. And I try to give as much information as I can out because I want to see you. I want to see your families. I want to see your churches. I want to see your businesses and your communities thrive. And I know if you do not have the right business and financial education, training, and support, it's just not going to happen. everything we do in our lives and in our families and in our communities, even in our churches, it all revolves around economics. And two most important components of economics is business, understanding systems and processes and entrepreneurship and structures and understanding money and how to make money, how to manage money, how to multiply money. And so today, I really wanted to take some time to talk to you about 7 reasons why saving money matters. Now, again, I'm hosting and a 90-day $1,000 challenge. And so what this challenge has been about is really showing you how to save money. That's what the basis of this challenge is. That's why we have $1,000 as a minimum, because if you have never saved $1,000, or if you don't have $1,000 saved, then that's going to be your minimum. If you don't understand the power of saving, if you don't understand what saving money can do for you, I'm going to give you 7 reasons today why saving money matters. Now, before I give you these 7 reasons, I have a few statistics. You know, I'm always giving you stats. I'm always sharing with you studies, things that I research and learn, and I extend that information to you. Some of these statistics you probably have heard me talk about before. But again, we're going to talk about 7 reasons why saving money matters. So here's some statistics. The average emergency today, like when you have an emergency, the average emergency today costs more than $1,000. Okay? Think about that. The average emergency is at least $1,000. So there are studies that show the average emergency costs more than $1,000. Okay? We'll put emergency. The average emergency costs more than $1,000. But here's the kicker. 80% of Americans can't afford this. So 8 out of 10 Americans cannot afford to have $1,000 or more emergency. So that means most people in America, adults, they're not prepared for any emergency, for anything out of the ordinary to happen. Studies show that 50% of Americans can't cover a $400 expense. So if something happens or something comes up and you have an expense that you didn't prepare for and it's at least $400, studies show that 5 out of 10 Americans cannot cover a $400 expense today. So if you woke up today and you had a $400 expense, most people can't afford that. 5 out of 10 Americans can't afford it. Now, this is why it's important for you to understand the power of saving. And so I want to share with you 7 reasons why saving money matters. Okay? So I want you to take some good notes. And I'll write this title down here so you won't forget it. 7 reasons why saving money why it matters. So hopefully you'll get that title and write it down, because you know when I start scribbling, I start erasing stuff. So number 1, the first reason why saving money matters is because saving is a powerful think and grow rich strategy. Okay, some of you may have read that book, Think and Grow Rich. Well, saving, this word right here, saving, is a powerful think and grow rich strategy. So there are people who have done research, there are people who have done studies, there are people who have followed those who have become rich, and they have found out that those who save money can use their saving money, their ability to save money, as a think and grow rich strategy. As a matter of fact, most millionaires today are considered to be frugal. I don't know if you know that. But a lot of what you see on social media, a lot of what you see on reels, a lot of what you see in stories and, you know, in people's pictures that they post on social media about them, you know, driving the nicest cars and flying private every day and, you know, doing all this lavish and extravagant stuff. I'm not saying people don't do that. But what I'm saying is a lot of that is just for the gram. A lot of that is just for social media. A lot of what you see on social media is people doing it just to market. So let's say, for example, if I go around here to the private airport, and I might do it, I don't know, at some point, maybe I need to do it. But let's just say if I go to a private airport around the corner from here in Buckhead and I pay maybe a couple $1,000s, I don't know, maybe $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, I can definitely take a private flight for $5,000, $6,000. But let's just say I paid to take some pictures and do a photo shoot in front of the jet, and maybe I took a flight somewhere, me and my wife or me and my team, and I just spent like 15, 20 grand. Well, as a business owner, that can just be a marketing expense. I could just use that to market my company because I can get reels, I could do video clips, my son can have the camera, I could be mic'd up, we could be getting out of I could rent a Rolls Royce for a day or two, pay maybe $1,000 to have a Rolls Royce. So I'm just showing you that these things that you see on social media can really be props. It can just be people leasing this stuff and renting this stuff and taking pictures. Some people have it for real, but some people just using it to make you think that they got it, because most millionaires are frugal. In other words, most millionaires, they save money. Most millionaires, there are studies that show the average millionaire has probably about 25% of their worth in cash or cash equivalents. So that might not just be cash sitting in a savings account, but it could actually be a cash equivalent where they don't have it in a savings account. They might have it in a money market account or some type of treasury, or it could be somewhere that they can get access to it. Okay, it might not be a traditional basic savings account, but it's some version of savings account because the principle of saving is a priority to them. So the first reason why saving matters is because saving is a powerful think and grow rich strategy. So if you want to get better at thinking and growing rich, not just thinking rich, but growing rich, one way to do that, one way to exercise that, one way to put that think and grow rich strategy to practice is to save money. Okay, you got it? All right, so number two, let's get to number two. Number two, the second reason why saving money matters is because saving prioritizes the pay yourself first principle. So that's number two. The second reason why saving money matters is because saving money prioritizes the pay yourself first principle. So people who pay themselves first are people who save money. All right, this is the second reason why you want to save money, because you are prioritizing the pay it yourself first principle. This is powerful, y'all. I'm telling you, like, I've always been the type of person that I want to pay myself first. And sometimes I've done that to a fault, especially when I was in a lot of credit card debt and I had loans and a lot of things that at many times I went into default with some of those credit cards and loans, personal loans that I had with banking institutions, because I was always trying to look out for myself first, because I didn't have enough money to look out for myself and pay all those credit cards. But once I became more financially literate, once I became more in tune with how to increase my income and utilize these principles, I reverted back to pay yourself first, and I've continued to live by that principle ever since. And now I'm debt free. I'm out of debt. I don't have debt. But again, I don't have personal debt. All right. I don't have consumer debt. Maybe a couple credit cards that I very rarely use, maybe once or twice a year, just to make sure that it doesn't close, because it's helpful. Sometimes I need it when I travel certain places. Sometimes people don't even take debit cards. But for whatever the case is, saving money prioritizes the pay yourself first principle. So if you learn to save, you will learn to prioritize paying yourself first. It's crazy how we pay everybody else, but we don't pay ourselves. And most of the times it's because we don't have enough income. We have more expenses than we have income. But once you start tweaking and fixing the income problem, it'll be easy to fix the saving problem. And some people make enough money, they just spend too much money on stuff that don't make no sense. And they need to save and use saving as a priority to pay yourself first, okay? Number 3, the third reason why saving money matters is because saving, it gives you pride and confidence. And I think we need as much of that as we can. Now, you can't tell me, if you're a person that has ever saved money, you can't tell me that saving money at a certain point didn't give you pride. Saving money didn't give you confidence. You get pride and confidence when you save money. You feel good about yourself, right? Like you have another level of confidence. Trust me, if you ever saved enough money, let's just say if you ever got in a position where you saved $20, $30, $40, $50,000, I guarantee you're going to wake up feeling different. If you just save 30,000, maybe 40 or 50,000, your whole life changes. You're going to have a lot of pride in what you do because you were able to do something that most people never do. And you definitely going to have a whole lot of confidence. All right. That's number 3. Number 4. The fourth reason why saving money matters is because saving, it makes you feel and live more responsible. See, I'm one of those people, the more money I save, the more money I want to save. Because the more opportunities I'm looking for and the more I feel confident in taking those opportunities because I have enough money to spare. But what gives me the ability to do that is because I feel and I live more responsible. So it's like the more I save, the more responsible I feel. The more I save, the more responsible I live. So now I feel a sense of responsibility because I'm doing something that I know is very hard for most people to do, and I'm living a certain way. So saving makes you feel and live more responsible. That's number 4. Number 5, I'm trying to get through them as quick as I can because I don't want to just keep repeating myself. Saving reduces taxes. Now this is kind of tricky here because if you're a W-2 employee, the way saving money reduces your taxes is really by you like contributing into certain pre-tax retirement plans. So that means if you work on a job and they offer some type of retirement plan, you just need to make sure that if it's a pre-tax retirement plan, you could put a certain amount of money in there and you're not paying taxes on that money. That money is not considered taxable income. And so it essentially reduces your taxes. Now, if you are 1099 or if you are a, business owner, like if you're a 1099 independent contractor or a business owner, saving can do the same thing for you, but just in a more creative way. So for example, your pre-tax dollars have to be put into non-taxable events. Let's just put it that way. And it may not be the same type of retirement account that you have at your job. It may be in the form of some expense or investment that it's actually a creative form of spending. And I know that might sound a little confusing to some of you who just don't understand like creative tax strategies, but there are ways that you can take money as a 1099 employee, real estate agent, or some type of multi-level marketer, or a business owner. There are ways that you could take that money and you can invest it in certain activities, which are business activities. They may be considered expenses or some form of investments that are non-taxable, which all of what I'm saying needs to be vetted by a tax strategist, by a tax expert. I'm just letting you know that saving reduces taxes for W-2 employees, and definitely it can, to some extent, in a very creative way, for 1099 contractors and legitimate business owners. Number 6, saving becomes seed money for investments. This is the 6th reason why saving money matters, because you're saving. That's why what I teach when it comes to saving to my students and clients, I teach that your saving is really storing. Okay, saving is really storing. It's like getting a storage. You don't get a storage forever. You just get a storage until you move so that you can put your stuff back into a new place, right? So that's how saving is kind of used for this 6th reason. Saving becomes seed money. So you're using it as seed money, but you're really not going to take that money that you save and put it in investments until you feel like you got enough. But your saving should be seed money at some point to go into higher yielding investments. So there are other investments that are higher yielding. And this is another reason why I tell a lot of my students and clients, when you just getting started in saving money and you don't even have, let's say, 50 grand saved, you might not even have 10 grand saved. Don't be concerning yourself about, oh, well, the bank ain't giving me nothing for my savings account. You know, they giving me 0.025. So what? It don't matter. You ain't even got enough money to do anything with anyway. If you had $1,000 saved up, even if you was getting 100% return a year, that 1,000 will become 2,000 in a year. So it ain't like that. That's going to change your life. You got to wait until you got enough money that you could cover your household expenses for a couple months, and then you start moving into higher yielding investments. So keep that in mind. Your saving becomes seed money for investments, but the higher yielding investments at some point is really a result of you having saved a lot of money, not you trying to finesse this account for 0.25 and then another account for 2.5. I mean, I get it, but it just don't make that big of a deal. And the people who play that game sometimes are people who ain't even got enough money to play that game. Because again, if you got $1,000 saved and you around here mad because, oh, they ain't giving me nothing but 0.25. I ain't putting my money in the savings. You ain't got no doggone money. It's $1,000. You get what I'm saying? You can't go take 1,000 and try to go invest it and think it's going to change your life, even if you get 1,000% return. So it just doesn't matter. Just don't put your mind on all this other future stuff that you need to really start focusing on doing things that matter at the level you're on, not this hypothetical way of doing stuff that you can't really do because you don't have enough resources to do it. So number 6, saving becomes seed money for investments. And last but not least, number 7, saving establishes a personal, what I like to call FIP, a personal financial insurance plan. And I think everybody should focus on that. You should focus on having a personal FIP, a personal financial insurance plan. What do you mean by insurance plan? Well, think about everything that's insured. Like, think about it. Your phone, it's insured, right? Your MacBook, your computer, it's insured. You might have jewelry that's insured. You might have health insurance, life insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance. If you have certain items in your house, you have insurance. If you rent, you have renter's insurance. If you own a house, you have homeowner's insurance. If you got a car, you got car insurance. Like almost everything that we own today has insurance. We got a business, you got business insurance. I have a nonprofit, my nonprofit has insurance. I have professional insurance over what I say as a professional. It's all kind of insurance, okay? So here's what I'm explaining to you. Having personal financial insurance is important to you. It might not be important to nobody else. So I look at saving as a way to establish a personal financial insurance plan. Because I'm telling you, when you save a certain amount of money, and then you're in a position to where you can start investing that money, some of that money, but still have enough, it gives you insurance. It gives you security. It gives you a sense of peace. It frees you up from being stressed and worried and overwhelmed, you know, by just not having enough. And that's what we should all strive for. Now, is it easy to do? No, it's not easy to do. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Is it possible? Absolutely. You just have to be willing to pay the price. You have to be willing to put forth the effort and the time to make it happen. Because one thing I've learned about saving is saving requires you to have patience. It requires you to be willing to wait and to delay gratification for long periods of time. So if you have the right information about money, about financial literacy, about economics, about business, and then you have the right amount of effort that you put that information to practice, and then if you give yourself enough time, in a matter of time, what you do with the information you have about money and business and financial literacy and investing and wealth building, it's gonna pay off, okay? It's definitely gonna pay off. So I want you to take that to heart. I want you to understand that if you got information about money, which a lot of people can't save money and don't save money because they don't have the right information about money. They don't have a relationship with money. They don't know how money is made, how money is managed, how money is multiplied, and they never put themselves in play to get the right information. But if you have the right information about money, and then you add the right actions or efforts, whatever words you want to use. So for example, if I'm showing you ways that you can make more money, and you learn those ways, and you put actions and efforts behind how you just learned how to make more money, and you give yourself enough time, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? So over here you got money. You got business. You got success. All these things we want. Because I don't care who you are or where you from, what you got going on in your life. At some point, you want money. Need it. At some point, you either want a business or you need a business, or you want and need to do some type of business. At some point, you're going to want and need success. If you're going to change the quality of your life, if you're going to change what you want to see happen for your kids, if you want to change your family, if you want to change your legacy, if you want to make any type of impact, at some point you're going to need this stuff. You're going to need some money. You're going to need to know how to do business. You're going to need to understand the principles behind business, even if you don't own a business, like sales and marketing and leadership and communication and success. But if you got the right information about all this stuff, this is why I'm such a proponent of education. I know I'm a trainer and a teacher and an educator at heart, because that's all I love to do, because I know what it's done for me. I know I have to I have to really give God the glory, of course, from a spiritual perspective, but just naturally speaking, God has given me the ability to have a hunger for education. I'm always learning about money. This is one of the reasons why I can show up every day, 5 days a week, and I talk more than just the time I talk on the show. I talk to my students, I talk to my clients, I have coaching calls, I have coaching sessions all the time, I have meetups, I have masterminds, I do all kind of stuff, and I'm sharing a lot of information, and a lot of this information sometimes is just new information that I've learned. But I know how important getting information is. If you get the information on this, and if you work on developing the discipline and building the muscle to have actions and efforts to support that information, and you give yourself enough time, there's no reason why you can't make money and at some point save money. So those are the 7 reasons why saving money matters. I'm gonna have to end my live because I have an appointment to go to today, and it's a little out of the way, so I gotta make sure that I can get there on time. I don't want to be late for any business appointments. But 7 reasons why saving money matters. Number 1, saving is a powerful think and grow rich strategy. Number 2, saving prioritizes the pay yourself first principle. Number 3, saving gives you pride and confidence. I believe that. Number 4, saving makes you feel more responsible and live more responsible. Number 5, saving reduces your taxes. Number 6, saving becomes seed money for higher yielding investments. And number 7, saving establishes a personal FIP, financial insurance policy. So here's what I want you to do. Maybe you have not signed up for my free 90-day, my free 99. Maybe you haven't signed up for my free 90-day $1,000 Millionaire Blueprint Challenge. I want you to sign up today. It's absolutely free. We're going to be hosting another check-in this Saturday at 4:00 p.m. and Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a live virtual web class and session that I host. So you'll be able to join me virtually from any platform that we stream on, like now. And it's going to be our first check-in. It's going to be our week 1 check-in. This is going to be a 90-day, 12-week challenge. And we're going to hear some success stories. We're going to share some information with you, give you some tips and tools and strategies and solutions on how you can work towards saving your first $1,000 or whatever level of savings that you need to be on. So all you have to do is go to Ramonepreston.com if you haven't already. Ramon, wow, I don't know how I spelled that. Ramone is my name and I can't spell it. Ramonepreston.com/90. Go to Ramonepreston.com/90 and you can sign up for free for the 90 days. There are already video modules and lessons on there giving you the instructions, sharing what the 90-day challenge is about. Also giving you access to a free 5-step millionaire guide that you can use to walk you along the way. And if for some reason you have any questions about the 90-day challenge, if you have any questions about the other courses that we have available that can assist you and help you get more educated on what you need to do to save the 1,000 or to become financially free or to build your business, all you have to do is text me the word millionaire. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have, and my team is always available to assist you as well. So you can text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. And again, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. I'm giving you value. I'm sharing a lot of information with you. I'm giving you the game. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Follow me on all social media platforms and be sure to use the hashtag Millionaire Blueprint. Hashtag Millionaire Blueprint anytime you're posting something on social media. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you for continuing to support the Ramon Preston Show. And we will be back here tomorrow, Friday. It's the end of the first work week of the year. And we want to end this first week strong. So go to ramonepreston.com/90. Sign up for the free 90-day challenge. If you have any questions or concerns, or maybe you want access to our full Millionaire Blueprint, not just the free modules that we give you access to, you might need access to more courses and more content, just text Millionaire to 404-478-7213. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll be back here tomorrow, Friday, January 6th. Same place, same time, 12 o'clock noon Eastern, right here on the Ramon Preston Show. Peace. Have an amazing